And we're back with another episode of the group chat. The boys are hanging out. It's your boy Beach, and I'm hanging with my co-host, Mr. Deej. Deej, what's happening?
Yo, what up? What up, man? What's up? Another week, and we here in the group chat, brother.
The NBA playoffs, honestly, is the only, for the last, as long as I can remember, is the only time that I watch basketball. I love basketball. Don't get me
Yes.
wrong, but I just don't really watch it. When the NBA playoffs come around, and this is the time that I kind of relearn who's on what team, and I'm like, oh damn, the Clippers got Harden, Paul George, and damn Kawhi. Kawhi is hurt. I knew these things. I know this, but I never watched them play during the season. But God, man, the last couple of days, bro, from early on in the afternoon till late at night, there's so many games on in the first round of the playoffs, and I love it.
Oh, dude, it's the best. It's been amazing watching. And then there's so many young stars thriving right now. And that's the cool part. You're starting to see kind of the passing of the torches between guys who we thought we saw two guys who were the best players in our league just get swept. Like Bron and KD, the best, bro. They did. I mean, I guess Bron didn't get swept, but it's over. Like,
Yeah,
but
quickly.
KD, amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to see Anthony Edwards, Shea. Shout out to Shea. Just had a child as well, so that was cool to see online. In your first playoff series, you end up having a
Right.
kid, and then you get a sweep. But in an amazing year. But you seeing these guys go out there and really pass the torch is being passed, and you're starting to see these young players really come and really rise up to the occasion, and start to take over and put their foot in the door as stars in this league. So it's fun to watch, and it's some good comp. It's some good comp, man. It's some matchups right now, and that's what I'm liking. It's feisty matchups. The Pacers series with Milwaukee is, I love it. It's so spicy over there. That matchup's so spicy just because the Pacers really do not give a damn what Milwaukee's talking about. Milwaukee, they got some stars. The Giannis and Dame, unfortunately, out right now. But the Pacers are I heard y'all been talking about. We don't play no damn defense. We don't care. We gonna score 140 every game. Y'all, we don't give a damn about no defense. Defense is
Yeah,
irrelevant at this moment,
yeah,
and I love it, bro. It's been a fun playoffs to watch. It's been really fun.
yeah. I like that the Clippers Dallas
Oh
series,
yeah, that's a greasy
bro.
series too.
I just watching the last game. It was bro, it was just the offensive showcase that both those teams put on, right? Because you got on the Clipper side, you got Harden, you got PG, and then Kawhi was out, but you got Russ, and then on the other end you got Kyrie and Luca, and bro, they were just trading buckets and playing hard. And I don't know, because these dudes are you just hear the names so often, and
Yeah,
they're the stars, and they got the podcast, and so you see them talking, but yeah, I don't know. Very rarely, you just don't see them really competing and going at it. At least I don't. And being able to see that and understand that it's not hype. These dudes can really go and score
yeah,
the basketball,
yeah.
at will. And some of the things that Kyrie's able to do, that layup that he had, bro. I saw
Bro,
that live. I said, "Yo, what? That dude is different."
it's a super. That's probably the most skilled series. You have guys who are scorers, night and day. PG, one of the most prolific scorers we've ever seen. Smooth game at a 6'9", crazy. You got James Harden. You got Russ doing Russ antics. Luca is the villain that everybody loves, though.
He talks so
He's
much shit.
talking crazy, but everybody loves him.
Yeah,
Kyrie, probably the most gifted. If he was 6'6", would have been the best NBA player to hands down to ever walk around. He is so gifted with the ball in his hands. It's crazy to watch. It's literally insane. So it's just so many guys in that damn series. It's like I feel like it overshadows like the rest of what's going on. Like you still got the Knicks over there doing their thing. You got Orlando and Cleveland, a series that I don't think many people care about, but it's a great series. It's tied 2-2 right now, but I think those two cities really care. I
Mhm.
think the outside world does not care about that series, but those two organizations and those two cities and fan bases are going at it right now, and they are like back and forth. It's Orlando's got a young team that's loaded with talent, and shoot, you got a Donovan Mitchell show in Cleveland with a bunch of good players around him. Like it's a bunch of guys over there that can play ball. That kind of have been pushed out by their other teams, so it's kind of cool to see the Cleveland team in the fight the way they are right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta tune into that series.
You
I
gotta
haven't
like
watched
you
it
gotta
yet.
check that series out. It's 2-2. It's a good series right now. They going back
Yeah.
and forth.
No, I'm gonna tune into that one. I watched I think it was whatever day it was, yesterday or Anthony Edwards, the Anthony Edwards show. And when he dunked on KD, I was like, "Oh God, this dude is different." And then recently, there's been a conspiracy theory that Anthony Edwards is Michael Jordan's son. Like, first of all, people were saying like, "Oh, Anthony Edwards is the next MJ," and then folks were like, "Oh no, actually, Anthony Edwards. Look at the comparisons. Look at how similar they are. He's actually his son." And it's funny because anytime somebody starts balling who maybe has any type of resemblance to Jordan, all of a sudden he is Michael Jordan's son. Like, remember when it was Jimmy Butler? When Jimmy Butler was the long lost son, and it was Chicago, and there was all these
So
things,
much.
rumors going on, and now it's Anthony Edwards. It's like, man, if I'm MJ, I'm like, shit, bro. what y'all think I was out here doing?
Hey, the imagination is a crazy thing. They think my dog Mike was a piece of shit out here, just like leaving kids and then just letting them make it to the NBA and still not coming back.
Bro, it's
Not saying
crazy.
nothing, just out here like
Just out here owning a team and like letting his son play against him and not say a word.
whatever, and
Huh?
never saying a word. He's just like, you should thank me. Hey,
Yeah, right, right. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. What do you
man.
think about you mentioned earlier LeBron taking the early leave out of the playoffs. It just lost 3-1. And Bronny now potentially entering the draft. Uh, do you think that the Lakers draft Bronny to keep LeBron?
For 2 years, if he's gonna play a max of 2 years, like, do you think it's worth it if you're the Lakers? I mean, maybe they might do it. I mean, Bron's Bron, bro. Like, he got way more pool than what we will ever know. We don't know what the extent of his pool is in the NBA. I'm not one of those people that doesn't think Bronny is like an NBA player. I I'm I am one of those people. Now, numbers don't suggest that coming out of college that he's ready to play in the league, but I do think that he will be a decent player in the NBA. But dude, that's tough to do. Just there's so many roster spots, but I mean, they got a roster spot for Giannis, brother, in the Bucks. So I mean, hey, but I just don't see them. I don't see them taking him with a draft pick. I feel like that's what I don't see. I can see him being on the roster, making the team or something, but like get maybe a
Right.
second round pick, but like taking with any type of seriousness with a first round pick, I don't see that happening unless they have multiple.
That's a good point. That's a good point because like if Bronny is not projected to get drafted, then the Lakers don't need to waste the draft pick
Yeah,
to have him on the team. If the goal is to have him on the team, then just wait till after the draft and pick him up and then reserve a spot, similar
yeah,
to how they did Giannis's brother. I
yeah,
mean, and obviously there was a lot of speculation that Giannis's brother didn't deserve to be on that team, which then they say is the reason why the coach was fired. Um, so and that's Giannis and Bron. Bron got more pull than Giannis, I would argue.
yeah. Got way more pool, and I mean, there's undrafted guys who make the team every year. Like Austin Reeves was undrafted. He had a chance to go in the second round, was able to pick his situation better, and that. So I think that's the way you go about it. I don't, but I'm not a GM. What the fuck do I know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I, I just don't see them going out and spending a draft pick on Bronny. I just don't.
yeah.
It doesn't really make sense to me.
I think almost even like more unlikely is that Bron would allow Bronny to leave college if he still needs to develop more as a basketball player. It seems like that would be somewhat selfish for him to say, "Yeah, I want to play with Bronny so bad for this legacy that I'm willing to allow Bronny to leave college before he's ready." When clearly like Bronny he would benefit from a couple of extra years in college to develop and craft his game versus, coming into the NBA and then being one of the roster spots. And who knows how much competition, and obviously he won't see a lot of game time, if he's one of those guys. So he's better off staying in college. So I don't know. I don't think Bron would allow him to do that personally if he's not ready.
You're going out there and people are truly expecting like LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like they're expecting to see like another form of LeBron essentially, and that's never really gonna ever happen. Like that's with anybody. Like you know what I'm saying? It's a one time thing. But I think he's got characteristics that you can develop. Like we talked about earlier in the year, whenever we were on our show before. Like he knows how to work. He's been seeing a pro work his entire life. So he's one of the few kids that are aware of what it actually takes to be a pro day in, day out. We have access to these things, not just we got access to NBA ready trainers, this and that. Like we have access to what my dad has access because it's the best. So therefore, like if I know the work to put in, I have this blueprint. He's true. Like he's one of the rare kids I feel like can benefit from the fact that like, all right, I know what to do. Let's work this plan. And if through this draft process, I've worked this plan well enough day in, day out, getting ready for this NBA draft, I'm good enough to go in this draft. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm in camp with these guys who are going to be drafted. I got in this camp. See how that goes. Like, I think that's what they're doing. I don't know that they're like just fully like, all right, we're committed to this, and the third. I think they're more so like feeling out like, all right, if I get into this draft camp, like Ron's probably like, if I put Bronny in this draft camp, if he thrives, like there's no reason for him to go back. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But if he, doesn't do as well as like we thought, then like we can always explore our options. Right.
Right. Right. That makes sense. See how the training camp how camp goes. They make a decision from there. Um, Speaking of training camps, we got a big training camp, two big training camps happening right now as we speak. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, both in camp, getting ready for a big fight. And they just announced news that the fights will actually go on their pro records. It will be a professional boxing match. And so we're talking Mike Tyson's pro record,
Yo,
the legendary, famed record of one of the greatest fighters the world's ever seen.
correct.
And then Jake Paul, an emerging fighter, but it's been a spectacle. The guy's been, I mean, from an engagement standpoint, from a social media following, this guy
He's
is
up.
going down in the books. He's going down in the record books for boxers. And man, so I think it's gonna be interesting. And we both just saw this dude, Mike Tyson, doing that little 20-yard sprint.
Hey, bro, the man old. He's old, man.
They said, look at Austin Eckler moving.
Yo, hey, the way bro was dragging that arm though, that one arm did not move the whole race.
The stance that he came out of, his starting position was crazy.
Oh shit. Oh my god, bro! It was just so funny, bro. Because you hear the like, and then it gets to the end, it just like immediately turns into a walk. There's no like speed, like change of like, oh, I gotta break down. Like Mike goes and immediately like he is walking by the end of that 20 yards. That shit is hilarious, dog.
He sound like a pit bull.
What? Don't he?
He sound like a pit bull.
A pit bull that's been outside all day. He needs some water. That's what he needs. Kick that water bucket closer to that man.
that man needs some hydration.
Hydration, brother. Oh my goodness, man. I hope Mike doesn't go out there and get knocked out, dude. Like I just
Bro,
nah.
I think it's a bad idea.
I do too, but like
I think Mike too old to be fighting in that ring against Jake Paul.
yeah, bro. We all looking at like I think at the beginning I used to think like Mike Tyson's gonna knock him out, but now that I think about it and calculate it just more and more and more, like Mike's old, man, and like as much of a machine as Mike was, like Mike also partied a lot. Like you know what I'm saying? Mike partied
Bro, you right, bro.
and
Mike need to be careful in
yeah,
there,
that's what
bro.
I'm saying. Mike partied a lot, man. Like we he need to.
Mike need to be careful in there, bro. Like if he gets knocked out, fine. Like I just hope nothing serious happens to him, bro. Really,
That's what I'm
really, like
saying.
some serious shit, bro.
Bro, me too. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like that's the part I
Like
don't think,
this look like Apollo Creed and Buddy
bro.
Drago.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if people calculating that part. Like, yes, he's old. He's still Mike. He's a machine. But Mike, like, through these years of retirement, Mike got a face tat. He was partying pre-retirement into retirement. Like, this is like started a weed company. He's got his own raps.
He's hot
He's
boxing.
hot boxing. Like this. Hey, Mike, I know, bro. Like, this isn't 25-year-old Mike where you could do all this shit, wake up on a Monday and just be fine. Like, that shit's taking a toll on your body. Let's just be honest. Like,
Yeah,
it, like you said, I just hope nothing serious happened. I hope he
for
wins.
real, bro.
I want him
For
to
real.
win because I'm really tired of Jake Paul and him fighting fake people just for our viewership. Like, I want him to go in
Yeah.
there and fight a real boxer if we're going to be fucking viewing. But
Yeah, facts. True. I need people to stop thinking that Jake Paul ain't a real fighter because that man can throw bows, bro. I think he's solid. I think he's a real fighter.
nah. Nah. He could.
People down
Didn't he
that
lose to Tyson
dude. He
Fury's
packs
brother?
a punch.
He lost to
Hmm?
Tyson Fury brother, didn't he?
I don't remember.
I think
I
so,
just
bro.
remember knocking these UFC dudes
Yeah,
out.
those are fucking UFC guys. They don't know what they're doing.
Hey, I don't care, man. Those are professionally trained fighters.
He knocked out 2 UFC guys and fucking Nate Robinson. Nigga, where was he got shit?
Nate was tripping. Nate still ain't recovered from that. Damn.
Yeah,
Don't ever let me do no dumb shit like that,
I'm
bro.
not letting you get in there. I'm like, no, B Scar. Like,
Don't do it.
I'm gonna let you hype it up though. I'm gonna let you talk shit in front of the camera if they catch us out somewhere, and then
Oh yeah, for
we're gonna
sure. Because
immediately
the group chat will be
yeah
popping off.
immediately we're gonna be like, hey bro, we're gonna miss weight something. We can't make the fight. Like we're not gonna make the fight. Like it is what it is. I'm not doing it.
Well, hopefully, prayers up to Mike Tyson, man. That man gets through this fight okay. We will be tuned in. The group chat will be
We
tuned in,
will
and
be
it will be
watching.
active.
Hopefully, come on,
It will
Mike.
be active
Come on, Mike.
during that fight. The Four Seasons are launching a luxury yacht cruise, an offering in 2025. The pictures of the yacht are fire.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta ask you, are you a cruise guy?
I've never been, but I'm not opposed to it. I've really just never been. I'm not opposed to it though. Shoot, I'm one of those people, dude. Like, if you ask me about certain things, I'm like, well, a million people have done it before me, and a million people are probably gonna do it after me. So like, I'll be fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the cruises don't really throw me off like they do some people. But I mean, I've always wanted to go on one. It's just like, I've been playing sports literally my whole life, so I haven't really had time where I could just spend like a week away. When I was a kid, we was grinding. We was out here grinding
Yeah, right.
every day to this day.
Every night.
But but now I'm thinking about taking one. Shoot, if this opens up, I might take one next year. I might be out there in 2025 vibing. You know what I'm saying, for a couple days.
Yeah.
How about
What's
you?
your preferable? Well, for me, uh, I've been on a couple of cruises. Uh, yeah, like with the family,
Mm-hmm.
and they're cool, especially when you're younger, because you could just run around on the boat. And, there's all the other kids on the boat, and then most of these boats, I think probably all of them are all inclusive.
Mm-hmm.
So they got like ice cream stations, pizza stations. You get to a certain age, you got the bar, like, and it's all open to you. You could just eat and drink all you want. So that's cool. But now in my as I've gotten older, like I think I prefer to like not be stuck on a boat when I'm traveling. If I'm gonna travel to go relax somewhere, like I like to walk around and go see the place that I'm traveling to, and I prefer to be on the beach, my feet in the sand, and with the ocean versus like on the boat by the pool on the deck.
That makes sense. That part, I think, like, I would want to go on one that I like could tailor, and like we get some cool port stops. How long are the stops? Like, how long when you stop somewhere? How long do you usually stop? Is it like,
I mean, it's like a few hours usually. Maybe sometimes they might dock for like overnight, maybe in some spots, but for the most part, like you maybe get somewhere in the morning, and then the boat's there all day, so you can go off and like walk around, do whatever you want to do wherever you're docked out, and then they'll have like a takeoff time. You got to be back on the boat by 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock at night.
oh shit? How many people you think been left, bro? Like,
So many, bro. So many people. that, that's There's been so many people probably who just like are running down the dock trying to get to the boat. Boats just pulling away, honking. Folks on the boat just looking overboard, waving. So many people, bro.
hey, you just gotta get back to the States. Hopefully, they got your bags and all your shit together. Like,
That'd be a nightmare. That would be an absolute nightmare.
oh my god, bro. I
Hopefully you
know.
get left at somewhere cool though.
And I know people are cutting it close. That's the thing. Because people are assholes. I'm one of those people. I would not even try to cut that close. Like, you tell me y'all are leaving 2 hours before, I will be near that spot. Like, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be walking distance near that spot. There are some
Yeah.
people who probably like in a taxi, like you said, just fresh out the taxi, hopping out, running out the boardway, like, I'm gonna make, and then they're like, oh no,
Yeah. I
we're
bet there
stuck.
are those I bet there are those people out there.
You might be one of those people. That might be something that would happen to you, bro. That
Nah,
you
I'm definitely one of those people,
you one of
bro.
those people like, nah, we got time for one more
We
spot. Like,
good. We good. Let's get one more round. Order one more round. We good.
shit.
7:30. Boat leaves at 8. It's only gonna take 15 minutes to get to the bus. We good. One more
See,
drink.
but you got a good combination because you're fortunately one of those people like you also wouldn't be as upset. There's some people who are gonna be fucking livid. Like they're gonna be pissed, dog. You're gonna be like,
Ah,
we'll figure it out. We'll figure out
yeah.
how to get back. Like you're gonna have so many positive outlooks on it, and other people are not. So it works okay with your personality. Other people they gonna be they fucked.
Yeah.
They probably Steve's got his wife bitching at him. He's pissed. She's pissed, and it was probably her fault or his fault that they didn't make it. It was just like that. It's how it goes.
It could tear some relationships apart there, man. Me, Just got to be easy going about it. You know,
Just gotta order some more rounds, bro.
it's good, man.
Run
Go
it
get a
back.
drink, hang out on the beach, find a cool place to stay. You know, you got any good plans, travel plans for the rest of
Um,
the summer or the off
I
season?
I had I was gonna do like Thailand for my birthday. Big 30s coming up. But rehab just I wouldn't say it's not going as well. I just thought about it. Thailand's a little bit of a longer trip. I'm really in this rehab year, so I'll probably take go somewhere short, find somewhere, just take a little short trip, and then next year, come into into a healthy off season next year, and after the Super Bowl, and be able to travel and get some decent spots in. Start planning it now.
Hell yeah, we
I
should go
was
to.
unfortunately sad about it. I was like, dang, because I was like, oh, I'm super excited. I was like, yo, we're going to Thailand. And I was like, I just don't know that I can spend 10 days away and not, work on what I got to work on right now. So that's that was where I'm at. So what
Yeah.
about you? You got any cool ones?
Um. Yeah. So I'm going to a wedding, in Italy, Lake Como.
Oh,
Lake Como.
you got rich friends, bro.
I mean, he's your friend too, but
I, I don't know. I don't know. Is it? Because I don't know that I got invited. Is it my friend?
oh yeah, yeah. I don't want to be breaking friendships here, man. I got the invite. I'm not trying to flaunt it, but I'm going to the old Whitney Merciless wedding.
Ooh, that's still my boy. That's still my boy. That's my
Yeah,
dog, and I'm proud of that guy. So
we shared a position room. OLBs, big dogs.
I'm excited. Are all the Rock Boys reunited
That's a good question. I don't know.
in
I actually
Italy?
don't know who else is going, but
You got to see who else RSVP'd on this.
yeah, I'm fired up about it. I do need to go check that out because I don't want to ask people and then they'll be like, "Nah, I didn't get the
Yeah,
invite."
you need to ask Wit. That's who you need to
Yeah,
text.
I did ask quick.
Text the person who sent out the invite.
Yeah, facts. Hell
But we
yeah,
need to
brother.
we need to plan a trip next year, dude. Somewhere we got to figure out where we want to go. Let's
Let's go to
plan it.
Thailand. Since you can't go this season, let's go next season.
I'm down to go.
Or Africa. I'm trying to go to Africa.
You're gonna be on your own on that one. I'm still working through my layers with going to Africa. Caroline, cut this part. This part, because you'll get me in trouble with those people, man. And don't put this shit on there.
What layers? Can you specify what layers, Deej?
I'm not
What are the layers
nothing,
that you
man.
are working?
Nothing, dog. It's nothing, man. Hey, this. Hey, man, let's do our outro before we get to talk about this shit.
All right, man. All right. Well, y'all, that's another episode of the group chat. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm your boy Beach.
It's your boy Deej over here.
And we're gonna go and talk about DJ's the internal conflict that DJ has with Africa and traveling to the motherland. We're gonna work through some layers, and when we
We're working through
find
it.
some solutions, we'll report back.
There we
Till
go.
next time, y'all.